Nobody wants to waste money, ever, whether it's on a cruise or at home. But today, I've got 5 costly lessons that I learned on cruise and how to avoid them up next. Hey everyone, it's Matt from CARIBBEANblog.com. Have you ever heard the proverb, experience is the best teacher? Well, it holds true even on cruises because there are a few mistakes that could cost you a lot of money. Going on vacation means spending money to splurge and enjoy yourself, certainly, but it doesn't mean you need to be wasting money either. There are plenty of first-time cruise mistakes to avoid, and a few of them could really cost you in the long run. Certainly among the grand scheme of mistakes, some are just simply going to waste time or you could have done something better. But when it comes to saving money, I think we're all really aware of not making that mistake because obviously you're paying a lot of money for your vacation. Vacations are not cheap, and you want to make sure you can save every penny you can so that you can either spend it to enhance your current vacation or maybe save it for a future vacation. Either way, no one wants to waste money, right? So today I wanted to share the top 5 mistakes not to make on your Royal Caribbean cruise, which will cost you if you were to make them. Number 1, leaving your cell phone on. One of the most common mistakes guests still make today is leaving their cell phone antenna on while on a cruise. Now, let me be clear. I'm not talking you can't use your phone. I'm saying leaving your phone with the antenna on connected to a cellular network. If you leave your cell phone active while on a cruise ship, it can connect to the ship's cell phone antenna while at sea or to a local network at one of the ports you're visiting. Nearly every cell phone carrier out there calls this roaming. And that means you pay a hefty price for placing calls, sending text messages, or even using data. Every so often, there's a horror story out there that makes its way around the internet of somebody who left their phone up and racked up thousands of dollars in roaming charges. Now, the good news is to avoid this mistake is really easy. All you have to do is once you get on board the ship is put your phone into airplane mode. Doing so on the first day will disable your phone's antenna and prevent it from connecting to any network. You can still use your apps and other functions like the camera of your phone while in airplane mode, and you can still use Wi-Fi in addition to that. Once the cruise is over, you can disable airplane mode to instantly return to normal service, and there'll be no giant bill waiting for you at home. This next mistake might have a few people disagreeing with me, but I still feel pretty firm about this, and that is booking non-refundable cruise fare is a mistake waiting to happen. So instead, you should be booking a refundable cruise fare. Other than certain stateroom categories that can only be booked as non-refundable, like suites, guests have the choice at the time of booking to make a refundable or non-refundable deposit. Non-refundable deposit usually will save somewhere around $100 to $200 or so compared to booking a refundable cruise fare. But non-refundable cruise fare comes with a penalty charge if you want to cancel or move your reservation to a different ship or sail date. Now, it can be very tempting to book non-refundable cruise fare to save a little bit of money off the top of your cost of your vacation. However, I think the flexibility that refundable cruise fare offers is worth the extra cost. By booking a refundable cruise fare, you can cancel without penalty up until final payment date and or change ships or even the sail dates without incurring a $100 per person penalty per change. Cruises are typically booked many months in advance, and situations change a lot these days that can greatly alter the parameters of the vacation that you envision. A great example came up recently when Royal Caribbean announced that Allure of the Seas would not sail from Galveston in 2021. And initially, guests could not get a refund if they did not want to sail on the replacement ship, which was Liberty of the Seas. Many readers were upset because changing ships or canceling would have incurred a fee because they booked non-refundable cruise fare. Now, admittedly, that doesn't happen all the time. However, it is something that does prop up every now and then. While Royal Caribbean did eventually offer more choices in this particular scenario that I outlined, it stands as a cautionary tale and a prime example of why I prefer to book refundable cruise fare. You just never know. This next mistake is probably the most commonly occurred one. A lot of people do this. I never understand it, but waiting to buy those add-ons on the ship. If you wait to purchase drink packages, shore excursions, restaurant reservations, or spa appointments on board a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, you're wasting money. Royal Caribbean offers pre-cruise discounts in the months leading up to its cruise, and these discounts are significant enough to make it well worth your time to pre-book instead of waiting to buy it on the ship. Royal Caribbean will run sales periodically that lower the cost of many of these add-ons, making it even more lucrative to pre-book. Now, to pre-book any of these items is really easy. You just log on to Royal Caribbean's Cruise Planner website, follow the easy-to-follow steps for reserving it for you. Not only will pre-purchasing save you money compared to the onboard prices, it will save you time from waiting to purchase them. That means more time relaxing and having fun on your cruise. The next costly lesson is not bringing your own wine on board. Do you love wine? Me too. So if you're not bringing 2 bottles of wine on board your cruise, you're either missing out by not drinking or overpaying for wine that you could have gotten at retail prices at home. While Royal Caribbean does not allow guests to bring alcoholic beverages on its ships, it does allow everybody up to 2 750 milliliters bottles of wine to be brought on board its ships. Not only does bringing your own wine cost you less than buying similar bottles on the ship because you're avoiding, of course, the upcharge for buying wine, it also keeps your alcohol budget lower. You have to bring it in your embarkation day luggage, so keep it in your carry-on luggage, but you're free to drink it anywhere on the ship. If you choose to drink the wine at a bar, restaurant, or lounge, you may be subject to a corkage fee, but honestly, in my experience, the corkage fee is rarely enforced, but you should be aware that it does exist. And the last costly lesson that exists out there, and there's plenty of them, but this is definitely the most costly one, are art auctions. Art auctions remain a fixture on Royal Caribbean cruise ships, but they can go from fun diversion to expensive reminder very quickly. I'll be perfectly honest. I have no idea why people go to this other than the free champagne, and even then, I just don't think it's worth it. But art auctions have a pretty bad reputation on all cruise lines because the valuations of the art, delays in shipping, and add-on costs for framing and shipping themselves muddle any perceived value from the artwork itself. Not to mention the fact you bid on something that is not something you're actually taking home with you. You'll see the item, you bid on it, but you don't take it back with you immediately. They ship to you later on. My recommendation is to avoid art auctions altogether. But if you do go inside, be aware of what you're bidding on and keep prices and valuations as an opinion, not fact. I think you're better off buying your art elsewhere personally and spending that art auction money on something else on board your ship, but to each their own. Either way, be very, very, very clear about what the art auction is, and don't be one of those people who ends up regretting it later on when it takes months to get to you and you realize maybe that really wasn't worth the price I paid for it. So there you go. There's my list of the top 5 costly lessons learned on a cruise ship, and of course, how to avoid them. Let me know in the comments, which other costly lessons do you think I should cover as well? If we get enough of them, I might have a follow-up video to do. And I'd love if, while you're down below this video, to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on your notifications so that way YouTube lets you know when we have a brand new video to share. This has been Matt from RoyalCaribbeanblog.com, and we'll talk again very soon.